Hey guys, it's Robo here. I thought I'd put this video together to show everybody how this new skill tree for Uprising works. Everybody's looking at it, they're kind of freaking out. It's really not as complicated once you get down to the core basics of what it is. So basically when you open up your skills menu like you normally would pre-build, you would see like just a basic list. Instead, what you see is a page that looks like that. Like I said, it looks confusing. So let's just start out. Whenever you start out, you're going to start out dropsuit command. Now, under dropsuit command, you have this first node. This first node, called dropsuit command. Basically, this node starts out every other node in this tree. Everything needs dropsuit command to work. The only thing that you need to know is where you're going. Let's say you're going to go Galente light drop suits. You see how there's like a little lock there that has a 2 by it? Basically that means that drop suit command you need to put up to level 2 to unlock Galente light suits. Then from there you need to have level 5 of the Galente light drop suits to get Galente scout drop suits. Then that's where you have your standard level, your advanced level, your proto level, and all them goodies. Alright? So basically it all comes down to the very first node. So, you have dropsuit command. Dropsuit command, if I were to open up the attributes menu, you can see there is no longer a passive skill for dropsuit command. Pre-Uprising, there was a 5% reduction to precision or to profile dampening. No, it wasn't reduction. It was something along the lines of profile dampening. No longer do these first skills have any type of passive. So we're going to go over to the light drop suits. They also have no passive. Basically, if I were to zoom in, they say unlocks access to standard drop suits level 1, advanced level 3, proto level 5, all that good stuff. Then, once you actually get to the Galente scout drop suits and open that window up, it says scout suit bonus, 5% reduction to scan profile per level. And then you have the Galente Scout bonus, which has a 10% to drop suit scan radius per level. So basically all that stuff's going to stack under this one. So basically that skill is worthless and that skill is worthless other than to get to that last skill, which is what you need. Okay. Now, I'm just going to kind of go over where to find some of these basic skills that everybody used to know and used to love, and it's kind of confusing on where they are. Basically, from this menu, all you got is the drop suit stuff, how to unlock your different types of drop suits. All the real fun comes from this second one, drop suit upgrades. When we open up this tab, once again we see the first one is drop suit upgrades. This drop suit upgrades, like I already said, has no passive skill for it. Alright? Now, after that, once you unlock that, you have different skills. Like this first one, drop suit armor upgrades. It has a little 2 beside it. So drop suit upgrades has to have a level 2 SP into it to where you can access armor upgrades. Then you have the drop suit biotic upgrades. That right there has a passive skill. 1% to sprint speed, maximum stamina, and stamina recovery per level. Now I know it doesn't seem like much, but because you need it to unlock cardiac regulators, kinetic catalyzers, and hand-to-hand combat, if you want to go that route, then you're just going to gain that little bonus. I mean, it's 1% is 1%. It's not going to give you much, but it's not going to give you nothing. So then you come back down to drop suit core upgrades. Now this one's probably the most important one under drop suit upgrades, because this one is the one that has, oh look, drop suit engineering. Drop suit engineering is the one that does 5% to drop suit maximum power grid per level. Then you have drop suit electronics. This is the one that I had trouble finding. That actually took, thank you Banjo for tracking it down. This one is the one that was like circuitry. It does 5% bonus to drop suit CPU output per level. So right there you have electronics and engineering. That's your circuitry and combat engineering from the last build. Alright, then this last one takes a level 2 drop suit upgrades to unlock. It is shield upgrades, and that does your shield extenders, shield rechargers, and shield regulators, as you can see there. Alright, so those are your basics there. Now let's go back to this core upgrades, because there's some more good stuff in here. The active scanner operation, like all your different combat engineering and circuitry bonuses, like you know how you had your nano circuitry and your drop uplink deployment stuff, that's all basically under this core upgrades section. This is the piece de resistance. We have active scanner operation, of course that's for that new stuff, the active scanner. Drop uplink deployment, of course that's for drop suit or drop uplinks. Then we already talked about drop suit electronics. That one has the precision scanning and the profile dampening underneath it. Basically anything that deals with scanning people. Then you have the drop suit engineering, that doesn't have anything with it. Nano circuitry, this one's everybody's love because you have nanite injectors and nano hives. Repair tool, that's self-explanatory, a little cool repair tool that everybody goes and gives you lots of armor for. And then systems hacking, that is Vika's primary thing where he does a bunch of hacking skills. Alright, so that's basically that. Now there's only one real section for most basic infantry players that they really need to look at. And that is the third one on the list, which is weaponry. Yes, the lovely weapons. So we come back over here, just like before, the first tier, weaponry. Once again, weaponry did 5% bonus damage per level. Now, no passive. Then, this is what I really like. They broke it up. Explosives. You have the demolitions, which are your proximity mines and remote explosives. Then you have your grenadier. Thank God they made it to where it takes more skill points to freaking get them damn nades, because those AV nades are way overpowered along with the flux grenades, really. Then you have handheld weapon upgrades. This one's the real cool one, because this is the one that does your weapons upgrades for basically every weapon. This is like the only skill that isn't based on the single weapon anymore. And you know how you had to upgrade it to where you dropped your CPU of your heavier weapons. It's just a single skill that's just stuck right here, and it's kind of odd. Heavy weapon operation, of course, that's forged guns and heavy machine guns. Then you have the light weapon operation, which consists of your assault rifles, your laser rifles, your mass drivers, your plasma cannons, scrambler rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, and swarm launchers. Basically anything that you can carry, except your sidearms. Your sidearms are your flintlock pistol, your Nova knife, scrambler pistol, and submachine gun. Now, that's pretty simple, right? Well, let's go ahead and say, alright, everybody's a good assault rifle person. I mean, most people like a good assault rifle every now and then. So, you have one level of light weapon operation needed to unlock assault rifle operation. From that, you need 5 levels to get your Duval, which is the prototype assault rifle, as most of you already know. So you basically, that does the 1, 3, and 5. It has a passive like normally. It does the 5% reduction to kick per level. Then you have the 5 levels of proficiency. But there's some cool extra other features. Most people said there was going to be no sharpshooter. Well, there is. Well, sort of. It doesn't do range like it used to. It does dispersion per level. I strongly suggest you put into dispersion because by the looks of everything I've done so far, you have about a 50-meter range on the assault rifle. Not very good range, especially with how open these maps are. Dispersion is going to keep your bullets tighter to where you can get those shots at that 50-meter range at least. Otherwise, you're looking at max a 30-round or a 30-meter shot for a decent assault rifle shot. Then, of course, you have ammo capacity. Because nano hives are basically botched, well, the militia ones at least are. And it seems like they gave you less capacity in your ammo to start out with anyway. Ammo capacity is going to be another must. Then from this proficiency, you have to have proficiency level 4 to get fitting optimization. This is PG per level. You have the CPU from the handheld weapon upgrades that I showed you earlier, and then this one does the PG. So it's helping you on both fronts if you want to spend the SP for it. Most people who are assault rifle guys will most likely go into this just to where they can put more on their suits. And then of course you have rapid reload. Everybody knows what rapid reload does. You rapidly reload. Okay. Now that I've showed you basically everything that you need to see for basic infantry, I'm not going to go into vehicle stuff. Basically, if you figure out how I showed you how to navigate the tree, it's going to make it easier to do any of them. Now, if you are a list person, which frankly I was a list person until I saw how easy this system was, there is still the list. Now, it took me a while to find it too, but actually it's quite a nifty little place here. So basically we go all the way out to our main session, we hit the neocom. Now under this character spot, of course, where you find your skills, there is one right here called character sheet. Now everybody has seen this before. It basically gives you your stats, blah blah blah. I'm not going to show you my stats. This is just a fakey character that I play on every once in a while just to screw around. But you have this one here, the second one down. It says skill list. You hit that. Now I have no skills, but basically, as you can see, it's set up the same way as it was originally. So I'm going to back up just one spot. I'm going to go to skills and just buy the first spot of drop suit command. And of course, you have to buy your skill book like always. And we'll just go ahead and put a single level. This is another cool feature. Before you had to skill up every level and it was a pain in the ass. Now you can scroll over how many levels you want to put into it. Hey, I want to put 5 levels into it. Nah, I don't really. Basically, with it not needing an upgrade, basically all you need to do is go to whatever level drop suit you want to end up going into. Most of the medium drop suits are level 1. For some reason they put the scout suits as level 2. Doesn't make much sense, but and then heavies are level 3. So I only really need level 1 for this skill. Makes it to where you're not really having to spend that much on drop suit command. But you're losing that profile dampening. So I have one skill in that. You can see there's a big 1 in the center of that skill now. See? Big lead number 1. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the character sheet and to the skill list. And hey, look here. Drop suit command, same list as always. So you do have the option of that list. Now, while I'm here, I figure I will go ahead and show you the cool little star map as well. Just where you can see the star map. Oh hey, look, here's the star map. Oh, look, all the planets. Now, basically, any of these planets have the possibility to be taken over. So you can just go on through all these things and find the planets. Okay, there's another one, and boom. You see how all these planets are gray? That means they are unattainable at this time. So let's see if I can find one real quick. Oh, here we go. So, the 5th planet in this system right here, the blue one, has districts that can be taken. So you hit X on that, and boom, there will be a total of 8 districts that you can take on this planet. Alright, so you can go ahead and scroll through that all you want. Frankly, I like the 3D one that they used to have in the closed beta better, but that's all good and dandy. It does what it needs to do. So guys, basically that is all to the skill tree. So just remember, basically, as long as you have that base skill where you want it, just keep on proceeding down the tree. There's no need to go back unless you want to do extra stuff. This is Robo signing out.